Video game movies are a special type of garbage, but at the same time, we must ask ourselves the question, is there anything redeeming out there at all when it comes to gaming movies? Or are they forever to be just Doom and be nothing but garbage? And speaking of Doom, today we are looking at Doom Annihilation. Some of you might have seen this Doom movie floating around since it magically appeared over on Netflix at the end of 2019, and it got me questioning, is it as bad as the original Doom movie? And that is pretty much what we are going to look at here today. That movie is directed and written by Tony Gigio? I probably just butchered that, but either way, Tony took it upon himself to write it and direct it for Netflix, and yeah, this is a very, very interesting movie. Not because it's good, and not because it's really all that bad, but not good either. It mainly because of this movie in so many ways, everything artistically Doom and low budget, but at the same time, just totally missing the mark on tone.
No, I am your pilot, welcoming you back to consciousness. Oh, and before you ask, I totally went through all your stuff during the 4-month slumber.
So we start that movie off seeing flashes of what happening over on the Doom planet or the Doom moon of Mars. UAC is at it again with them working on a teleporter to try to travel from the planet Earth to moon in a matter of seconds. As we have known, there have been a thing in Doom forever. Teleporters are never a good thing, and especially in the hands of the UAC. So the premise here starts off with them delivering someone from Earth to Mars, and of course when they come out on the other end, horrible things happens. With that person having a mental breakdown, having some body changes, and so on to that person, which in the beginning didn't seem like such a bad thing for say. It was a step in the direction that the UAC wanted to go, but of course they had to try it again, since the scientists over that part of the division is dead set on getting that technology working, as he is pretty much at the end of trying to get funded from the UAC. He decided he gonna take it upon himself to enter the teleporter and see if he can figure out what went wrong. And from here, Doom begins with mortals flooding out, possessions happening. You know the routine. It's Doom after all. And from that point, it pretty much when the movies in a lot of ways go downhill very, very quickly.
I'm telling you, that's why he said it. To throw us off.
It was a joke, Lee.
That's what he wants us to think.
You honestly believe he went through our stuff?
Guy's perv. Like you, Harry. So yes, I do.
And we are introduced to our cast of characters here, which is a group of military people who are being pretty much sent to the Doom moon as a way to punish them in some way, since our main character that we never truly find out what really happened, but supposedly our main character here did something that was on the level of treason or something that was equally as bad, so they are sending her to the moon and decided to tag along everybody else in her unit to do so, and pretty much it a shit show from beginning to end for them, since this is not exactly the most sought after job. And right along with them, we have a scientist who traveling along with them to make it to work on the moon. And we also have the pervy little pilot and his sassy AI.
Don't worry, we'll be ready to jump off this rock faster than Daisy can do the square root of 3 million.
The square root of 3 million is 1,732.05080757.
And from here, you can kind of start gathering where some of the issues come in. It is mainly the writing and the tone of the characters. The characters are pretty much one-liners and also a little juvenile in their own way, and don't exactly get across the vibe of being military at all. It seemed like the people, let alone wouldn't work good with each other or really survive all that long, which in return, I hate to break it to you, but they don't. Once the soldiers make it to the moon to drop off the scientists and to start their jobs as security, they find out that there was no power and no real way into the base. But lucky enough, the scientist that tag along is a book nerd and have looked into everything about the outposts and know a back way into that place. And as they go into it, sadly, the little AI is kind of affected by a virus? Demon virus? I don't know what you would call this. They connect to the station and the spaceship is no longer capable of leaving the planets, and the AI will not let them. Why that all happening, the soldiers are slowly moving through the compound and very quickly realize, or almost every doctor in that place have been turned into zombie things that they have to take out, but not without a whole lot of casualty. And lucky enough, the movie picks up here a little bit, mainly because, well, everyone, for the most part, dies. And a lot of the very uncomfortable one-liner slowly start going away a bit, but not completely, sadly. Since as they are going through the bait, they find out that the generator is offline, and it happened to be a nuclear generator, so if they don't get it back online, pretty much the whole moon gonna blow up, which gives them a time limit to get it done. And also they find a couple of doctors, mainly the main doctor who was over the operation, somehow back on Mars, and a few other people that happened to survive as well, such as a priest and a nurse who took care of making sure everybody is healthy before going through the teleporter. The lead doctor believed that the teleporter was created by aliens, and he want to use the teleporter to, like I stated earlier, to find a new place for the human race and to hopefully find the true existence of the aliens. But everybody who left, which isn't much, decided, no, it's time to get back on the ship, and it's time to get off that rock and pretty much leave the moon to its own destruction from the nuclear generator. But when they get back, they of course find out they can't exactly do that, since, the captain is dead, and the spaceship AI is now possessed as well, and not letting them leave. And from here is where we start seeing something that I appreciate, even if it's very much on the cheap side. We start seeing other demons popping up from the lore of Doom here, but it only really one, since it obviously they only made one suit since they went practical here with the special effect for the Doom creature. And you never see more than one on screen at a time, so it's very obvious they only had one suit that they used multiple times in different areas. But they have the creature on the spaceship that continue pretty much killing off everybody else that had left. And from here, everybody decided, or who left once again, after taking care of the demon, decided, like, fine, the only real way to do this is to go try to get the generator back online so the plate don't blow up, and hopefully use the teleporter to get off the moon, since at that point they are pretty much just trying to do anything to survive, since the numbers are so low. As they continue on through the compound, they ends up getting to the generator, which this is when the plot twists happen, and the doctor pretty much become truly evil, kill off the nurse, and tell them that he still want to do the operation and not to lose his research, since he still want to find a way to contact the aliens and to get the teleporter working and not wanting to lose the base. So he runs up to a secret part of the lab that no one knew about except for the doctor that was brought along to be delivered, and he happened to know about what the secret lab is that the now crazy mad scientists over this whole operation is hiding. They very quickly make their way to make it to him to try to stop him from using the teleporter, since they are worried if he turn on the teleporter again, any more demons will come out, everything would be pretty much ruined. But at the same time, they still want to use the teleporter to go home, so we went into our fourth little plot hole here of many, I guess, if you dwell on stuff too hard, since yeah, that don't exactly make sense if you want to turn it on to leave, but you want to stop him from turning it on because they will blame demon logic, I guess. So from here we continue on with our only two other surviving characters now, which is our main marine lady character and the doctor who she was ordered to drop off, that she just happened to dated back when they was in college, which it never really dived into all that much other than being offhand conversation brought up that don't really go anywhere or don't really hold any emotional connection as the movie go on, as you will see. We do get a giant piece of fan service.
That's the BFG 9000. I've only ever read about it, never actually seen one. Of course, no Marine calls it that.
What do they call it?
The big fucking gun.
Fairly okay, I guess. It one of the few little like lines that I get wasn't horrible, or discussion that wasn't completely horrible, since like I said, all the characters are super unbearable, especially with the tone of how chippy they are. They are probably gonna die. That is pretty much the one true of this whole thing when it comes to the character all the way up into the end here. As they get a BFG and continue on to the secret part of the lab to stop the doctor, a monster that we have seen many times now pops up and possess the doctor who was there to be dropped off. And we have a encounter with this marine lady finding her way to the lab. If she lost her ex-boyfriend now, and he had the key, but then again he did unlock the elevator before he died, so I guess it's fine. But she finds a way to fight the leader of the operation, just to find out that he is no longer alive himself and have been possessed in his own way, but somehow kept his intelligence, which are never elaborated upon at all here, and find out that he can actually communicate with the demons and control them. And from here, he tried to stop our main character, but lucky enough, she have a BFG and very quickly make work of any of the demon he trolls at her, and very quickly have to fight off or X that she have to put down. Once again, no emotional attachment at all here, other than, oh no, I don't want to do this, and then it's done. The doctor is not taken care of, but very quickly get the upper hand on her and shovel into the portal that happened to, of course, go through hell. As we all know from Doom, hell is what is the middle ground between the teleportals, and she had to walk through hell and met up with what seemed to be a higher demon that talked about them reclaiming Mars, Earth, and everywhere, that she just very quickly blow up with the BFG and make her way to the other side of hell to get back to Earth. As she get back to us in Nevada, as she is trying to tell the doctor after making a whole bunch of offhand comment about being through hell and needing alcohol.
Just want to check your condition.
I'm fine. I could use a drink.
Absolutely. We'll get you some water.
Vodka, if you've got any.
The UAC board frowns on alcoholic consumption in the workplace.
Right now, I couldn't give a flying fuck what the UAC frowns upon.
Once again, we right back to the tone that is not realistic or in the continuity of Doom at all, but at the same time, I feel like maybe it was trying to be and just didn't, because, well, Doom cheekiness is more bad at it. That cheekiness is more bad? Let's just call it bad, because it is bad. It's very bad. But she keep telling all the doctor and after demanding some alcohol that they need to shut down the teleportal because the demons on the other side and they gonna come through. Well, and they don't believe her and they leave the portal open. And of course, we end the movie where zombie demons, everything from hell, implying to be coming true because we do not see them. And at that point, you might be questioning, why is this movie existing? Is obviously nothing good about it. I would not say that fully. This movie, I feel like they had the art direction down. Like, it looked like Doom. Like, everything operate like what you would see in like Doom 2016 or Eternal coming up soon. The main issue with this is, of course, the character. The Doctor main character, outside of a few little plot hole with him, is probably the best character in this. All the Marines, on the other hand, including the main character, is super unlikable, super one-liner, and very like Geordie Shore bro type characters. Pretty much right away you instantly hate them, and right away they pretty much die, which is good. But it really feel like that movie never could find the tone between trying to be cheeky badass or trying to be realistic at all. That movie just feel like no one knew the material, which is odd because obviously that movie and Tony knew the material. Maybe he's just a bad writer, maybe that's what it boiled down to. Because, like I said, the set dressing looked like Doom. They have every little callback to Doom with the BFG, with, of course, chainsaws, with the environment, the key cards being distant corridors. Like, obviously, that movie was made by someone or elite on the art direction and suit side and the stunt side who obviously cared about Doom. The problem is all the characters themselves are not good. Would I recommend that movie? Not really. Is it the worst video game movie ever? Probably not. They fall into the batch of it's not a good movie, but it's not unwatchable, and at the same time it kind of neat seeing these environments done in proper like sets. The only CG that really in that movie is, of course, in the final battle in hell, but beyond that, everything else is pretty much done in miniatures or like real sets, which is extremely appreciated. So with that, if you're interested in Doom Annihilation, you can watch it right now over on Netflix, and it is what it is. It's not good. Elite everything in the environment is pretty and accurate and fan service. I just wish none of the characters were there and we could just walk through it. Never mind, fuck that movie. We don't see a pinky. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Thank you very much for watching my review of Doom Annihilation. If you are interested, feel free to click around on the videos on the screen right now. And don't forget to do the like, favorite, subscribe, hit some bells. You know what to do. And of course, let me know in the comment what video game movie you want me to review next. Might it be good? Might it be bad? Let me know below.